There we are at the farm, and we're doing some case overall length adjustment, and I'll show you in a minute why it's a good idea if you're a reloader, or if you or a good reason to get into reloading. So this is a Savage Axis in 243 Win, and I bought this in the gun library at Cabela's for $350 with a scope on it, ready to go. So this gun, brand new, sells for about $550 at Cabela's, brand new, with a scope on it for $550. This is my Hell's Canyon Speed in 30-06. This almost cost me almost $2,000 brand new. And I was doing okay with it until I got a case overall length gauge and reloaded my own ammo. Now I'm getting sub MOA accuracy with this gun. So I thought, going back to the 243 here, I bought some Super Performance $50 ammo and put it in a $350 gun and expected some results, and I got results, but they weren't what I was expecting. What I got was 8-inch grouping at 100 yards with this Hornady 58 grain VMAX $50 box of ammo. And meanwhile, after I sighted the gun in a little bit better, but I will admit that. But this is a $30 box of Federal 80 grain, and the gun seems to like heavier ammo. So, but 8-inch grouping with anything at 100 yards is, I might as well shoot it with an SKS. Sorry, SKS lovers, but um, so getting back to the case overall length. So I thought maybe I got some good improvements with my Browning Hell's Canyon Speed when I custom loaded my ammo using a case, case cartridge overall length gauge and modified case. So here we go. So this Hornady makes a curved one and a straight one. What I bought was the straight overall length gauge, and the modified cases come in sold separately in a little package like this, depending on your caliber. But the gauge works pretty much for almost anything, because it works. It depends on the cartridge. You get the cartridge. You get the modified case for the cartridge, and the gauge works for all of the cartridges. So it looks like this. So I got this, and so the modified case is a case, and it screws on here. So the gauge looks like this, as you can see, and it's got a little notch in there for your calipers. This is the modified case, and it's threaded on the bottom like that. So you see, and that. So you take your case and you screw it on your gauge. Take your case, screw it on your gauge. And then I thought, since the gun seems to like heavier ammo a little bit better, I thought I'd try shooting 243 VMAX in a 76 grain. But the purpose for buying the light ammo is I want to shoot a coyote with it and not wreck the pelt. You might be asking, why didn't you get a 22 250, which would be a better choice? Yes, it would be, but 243 will work. And they make lighter ammo for the 243 for varmint, like coyotes and stuff. So the bullet, this is a 75 grain VMAX bow tail, and you just drop it in here like that. You drop it in and you push the gauge, and you see how the bullet comes forward as you push the gauge at the back. So that's how that works. So we're gonna tighten that there at that, and I'll show you why. This is the in the Hornady book. It says that my cartridge overall length should be, if I was to reload these without measuring the gun first, it would say 2.640. Okay, so put this here for a second. So 2.640. So what we're going to do is take out the bolt, stick this in here like this, push it up there nice and snug, make sure the case gauge is, make sure the shell is tight, and then you want to loosen this off and then push the bullet forward. Push the bullet forward in the case until it won't go anymore. Tighten your and I've done this before, so I'm hopefully expecting the same results. So you wiggle this out so that the bullet comes out too, right? Because otherwise you don't want the bullet to get, if you don't, you gotta wiggle it to take it out, and others so the bullet doesn't get stuck in the rifling. And then you're gonna poke it out with a cleaning rod. So this has been tightened at the bottom, so that won't move in anymore. So this is all the way this is touching the rifling now. Now what you want is you don't want it to touch the rifling when you chamber around. So pay attention here. I'm going to measure this, and you want to minus. So you don't want it to touch the rifling. When you load the round, you want it to be 0.02 of an inch back from the rifling, or from the lands of the rifling. The lands is when the bullet starts to exit the case, it hits the lands and then follows the rifling down the barrel. So remember so I'm going to zero this. This is my calipers here. We're going to zero this out where it's 0, 0, and we're going to go 2, 2, 8. Okay, so that notch I told you was for that, and we want to measure this. Okay, so it's 2.630 is the cartridge overall length. 2.630. Okay, it's 2.63. And what did the book say? The book said 2.40. That's even longer than the rifling. So when you chamber these rounds that you're going to reload, they're going to hit the rifling, and that very well may be why these $50 box of ammo does not work. I don't know. Maybe I bought a gun that's shitty. That's why somebody took it to the gun library in Cabela's and sold it. Maybe they said, "Oh, this gun doesn't work for shit and doesn't shoot." But we're gonna shoot it later after we reload these VMAX, and we're gonna find out if that's actually. But I'll tell you, these I measured these, and these 80 grain, and it says in the Hornady book that the 80 grain should be the same. They should be 640, and I measure these, and they're 565. These are 565. So these, and I'm getting inch and a half groupings with these Federals, and they're 565. So maybe Hornady's, maybe I got a bad gun. Who knows? But Savage, I have a friend is Such Savage, and he says he has the same gun, and he says he's getting fairly good grouping with his. So that explains how that overall case gauge works, and I guess what I'll do is I'll post the next video of the accuracy I've got. My brass is in the tumbler here right now. It's sitting up here, and it's got about a half hour to go. I'm going to reload some tonight, and we'll shoot some and set off and see what the grouping is after I make 20 rounds. Set at the proper depth, at the proper length, overall cartridge length. Because honestly, I would like to get a coyote, and I would like to not wreck it because the pelts are worth $100. Anyways, hope you enjoyed my video, and the next video I suppose will be on the accuracy test of the custom load. It'll be a video for custom load for the Savage Axis 243. Anyways, cheers. Bye.